What's going on, MCOC Nation? This is your man D, and I'm back once again, still just trying to be a contest legend. And in this video, we'll be discussing the arena cutoff predictions for this week in Marvel Contest of Champions. So coming to the arena this week, we have as the featured champion, Civil War Black Panther. And in the 4-star basic arena, we have the evil elf on a hoverboard, Green Goblin. First of all, I'd like to apologize for getting this video out late. Normally I like to put out these videos Tuesday or Wednesday. I understand it's Thursday afternoon and the arena's already started, but you know what? It is what it is. I'm sure people are still just getting milestones. Y'all be alright. So, Civil War Black Panther, we know about. Defensively, he can be a pain to deal with, but once you get used to his animations and just not stunning him, he's really not that difficult to handle. Of course, in Alliance War, if he's on the right node, he becomes even more difficult to fight because, you can place him on an armor node and that armor up he has from the beginning, and you can't even get that initial parry off that you can in a regular fight. So, if you don't have him, go get him if you can. If you're not, just wait till you get him in a crystal, honestly. I mean, Civil War Black Panther, he's good, but he's not great. And for Green Goblin, defensively, I think he has a lot of utility. I was just reading his abilities on his champion spotlight, and from the times that I've faced him, there have been some occasions where he's given me quite a headache. Other times, not so much, depending on who I was fighting him with. But if you need somebody on defense with a few different abilities as far as, let's see, damage over time and power gain reduction, things of that nature, then Green Goblin is your guy. Just looking at his champion spotlight here, he has 2 charges that he gains, either madness or cunning. He gains the madness as long as the opponent attacks him with the basic attack, or if you land a well-timed block or a parry. He gains cunning every time he gains a full bar of power. Now the cunning lasts longer than the madness, and depending on what effect you're going to get depends on how these two relate to each other. So when madness is greater than cunning, you have a 90% chance to regen. You have a chance to regenerate passively 60% of the damage that you've taken from basic attacks, and the opponent deals 30% less special attack damage. And if you have more cunning than madness, then the opponent generates 40% less power, and Green Goblin actually gains 30% attack on special attacks. So I like the sound of that. 40% power gain reduction, that can be useful. Also, like I said, on the right node in Alliance War defense, this guy can cause a problem. So if you don't have him, it seems as though 4-star basic scores are heading down, and we just got news that they're releasing the 5-star featured arena, I believe next week, with the inclusion of Killmonger. So that's going to be interesting to see what that's going to do to these arena scores that we've known over the last few months, especially since this new arena system has been introduced since last year. And now they're adding in the 5-star featured arena, which will allow you to use your 4-star, 5-star, and 6-star champions. So without further ado, let's look at the numbers. If you'd be going for the 3-star featured Civil War Black Panther, you can expect about 750,000. That's about where the cutoff is for older 3-star featured champs. If you'd be going for the 4-star Civil War Black Panther, I'm predicting cutoff about 8.3 million. It's not too high, it's not crazy low, but it's Civil War Black Panther. What can I say? And if you'll be going for the 4-star basic Green Goblin, expect about 3.2 or so to be your cutoff. Now, he may be lower because I don't hear too much hype about him, around the community. I believe some people know about him, but when you read his abilities, trying to understand them, it'll take you a time or two. So some people may be cautious because of the complexity of the character, but it's not that complicated. Anybody can understand him. It just takes some time to get used to him. So that about does it for these arena cutoff predictions this week. As always, if you feel the cutoff is going to be higher, then go higher. If you feel like they're going to be lower, then go lower. But always do what you feel is best, all right? Because these are just predictions. I'm not a prophet. I'm not the son of a prophet, nor do I have a crystal ball. I do not know the future. These are just guesses, honestly. So until the next time, y'all stay blessed. Go Groots. I'm out.